Moving forward, we will release more exotic, unique products.
Exotic and unique. It sounds like we have a truly unique product here. Presenting the world's first full-frame zoom lens with a constant maximum aperture of f1.8, the Sigma 28 to 45mm f1.8 DG DN art lens. Internal zoom design. 82mm filter diameter. Declickable aperture control ring. 2 AFL or function buttons in addition to an AF/MF switch. Electronically coupled focus ring with a very long throw from 30 cm to infinity. Water and oil repelling coating on the front element. 11 blade circular diaphragm. Includes a hood which provides a modern locking mechanism. Dust and splash resistant sealing. Part of the ultimate Sigma art line. It is sort of full frame version of the renowned 18 to 35mm f1.8 APS-C lens, which in full frame terms was equivalent to a 27 to 54mm. While it might be bigger and heavier than the 3 prime lenses combined, the bright side is you won't have to change lenses. But does it offer prime lens level performance? Let's jump straight into image quality and a thorough analysis to find out. The sharpness in the center, even at f1.8 on a 33 megapixel full frame sensor, is excellent with good contrast. The corners are also good, though there is a slight degradation in image quality at the extreme edges. Stopping down to f2.8 sharpens those edges as well. This sharpness is maintained until f11, and diffraction starts to cause softness. Now let's see at 45mm. The sharpness and contrast in the center remain excellent. And this time the extreme corners are sharp as well. The lens relies on software or in-camera corrections here. Turn those settings off and you will notice barrel distortion at 28mm, which gradually straightens out by 35mm, but then shifts to pincushion distortion at 45mm. Additionally, at f1.8 there is severe vignetting in the corners throughout the zoom range, which only disappears by f5.6. Sigma claims to have used nanoporous or super multi-layer coating to minimize flare and ghosting. Some flaring can be seen when pointing the lens directly at the light source. However, the contrast remains strong. Chromatic aberration is non-existent on this lens, at least on a 33 megapixel sensor. Wow, there's absolutely none. Well done. Cat's eye or bokeh vignetting effect can be seen on the blobs wide open, and there's a bit of nervousness inside the blobs. As the aperture is gradually closed, you will notice those blobs becoming more uniform and circular across the frame. This lens employs an 11-bladed circular diaphragm, so even at smaller apertures, those blobs remain circular. Here's how the bokeh looks in the real world at f1.8. Sigma asserts a minimum focus distance of 30 cm across entire zoom range, a claim that appears nearly accurate. At its widest aperture, the image quality is softer than usual. However, when stopped down to f2.8, it regains sharpness, reaching optimal levels by f4. It features Sigma's newest high-response linear actuator motor, providing fast, precise, and silent performance. Although Sigma may have been late to adopt linear motor technology, they seem to have perfected it. At 45mm, the lens exhibits no focus breathing. However, some focus breathing does occur at the wider end of the focal range. Another surprise here, the lens appears to be parfocal. I'm uncertain whether this is achieved through software tricks, but in my tests conducted in manual focus mode, at both close and far distances, the lens maintained focus while zooming in and out. When I first laid eyes on the lens and gauged its size and weight, my immediate thought was whether it would balance on my compact weebless gimbal. And indeed it does. I managed to balance it at 35 mm. Although there is some shift in balance on the pitch axis during zooming, it's not as pronounced as with external zoom lenses, and it performed well during this brief video test at every focal length. This lens has a lot going for it, especially for video shooters. It is very sharp, bringing you clear and punchy images with decent bokeh. Its parfocal has no focus breathing and features a cutting-edge autofocus system. On top of that, its build quality is excellent with an internal zoom design. However, its weight and limited zoom range are notable drawbacks. Overall, I think Sigma has achieved something remarkable here. Despite being a zoom lens, it delivers quality and a bright aperture comparable to that of a prime lens.